Hello class, hello students. Today we're going to see a little bit about this grammar review simple past. So, when we talk about the past, first of all, we need to be careful with the verbs because we have regular and irregular verbs. So, you need to be careful. For example, when we talk about regular verbs, are the normal verbs. And when you want to write them in the past, just add ed, like this. Just add ed. And for example, developed, let's see, like this, no? Develop, developed. And the last part, for example, ends in id. For example, worked, studied, cooked, some examples. And also we have the negative, also we have irregular verbs. And irregular verbs are not the same because in the present you have two choices. You can write the same, like read, or they can change. For example, get, got. Write, wrote, drink, drank. No. Now listen. In the case of affirmative, you can say, she developed a passion for acting. Irregular. She got a scholarship. Got is the verb. Okay? Now, when we talk about negative sentences, we need to use, first of all, the auxiliary in both cases. But what's the difference? When you use, for example, the verb, and you use the auxiliary, there's no problem. Look, there's no problem. They didn't move with the family. Mr. is no ed. Is no ed. So there is no problem because you are writing in negative form. She didn't have. Okay. She didn't have. Mr. But have is an irregular verb and it's had. Yes, you're right. But when you use the auxiliary, in this case the negative form, didn't, it's not necessary to write in the past. They didn't move with the family. She didn't have any easy childhood. Okay? Now, there is a question also. Did she star in many movies? So in this case, we have the auxiliary. No? We have the auxiliary. And in this case, it's did. Also, the verb is no problem. Okay. Did she star in many movies? Yes, she did. No, she didn't. Did she win several awards? Mr. Win is an irregular. Yes, you're right. But in this case, did helps the verb. So, did she win several awards? Yes, she did. No, she didn't. So remember, got, have, had, win, won are irregulars. Okay. Now, for example, here I have some verbs. No. The simple past tense is used to express finished or unfinished action in the past. So, we're going to check it later. So, practice or search. To form the simple past affirmative of regular, irregular verbs, ed or d are usually added to the base form of the verb. Regular or irregular? Remember, regular or irregular. Regular or irregular verbs usually have a different form in affirmative sentences. different form, present past, no? In negative sentences, the auxiliary didn't is used to form the simple past tense. It comes before or after the main verb. Before or after the main verb. Check. In question, the auxiliary did is used before, after the subject. In questions, okay? Before or after. Wow. Let's continue. Here I have a second box. In this case, this is just a Mister is in the past. Yes. But this used to have a different idea. No? This focus on activities you used to do, but today you don't do it. Used to do. For example, when I was a child, I used to play with toys. When I was a child, 6 years old, 7 years old, I used to play with toys. But now in the present, no. That is the idea. For example, she didn't used to have lunch at home. So, look, we have the auxiliary. So, in here we use normal the verb. We use normal. Huh? Did she used to walk to school? Yes, she did. No, she didn't. It's very similar to this one in the last part. So, the idea for this page is to work in the past. Yes, is to work in the past. So, my advice for you is to practice the verb, regular and irregular verbs, and then you will be ready for the following activities. Okay, class, it's been a pleasure to help you. Thank you so much. See you in class.